Our next project is a simple cylindrical object. This is a plant pot and it has a hollow inside. So that's the goal of this project, to learn how to apply a shell command that is a solid object with a hollow inside and a certain wall thickness. So it doesn't need to be a plant pot. It can also be just a tray for your tools, or I don't know. I printed this one because I wanted to have a green one. I have a white one. And yeah, makes a cool gift. You can give this to your mother if she's into keeping plants or whatever. So yeah, wish you all the luck and let's start modeling. This is the model that will be finished. This is the end result. So let's get started. So let's open up a new design. And now the first thing I need to do is create a sketch. So go up here, create sketch, and I will choose the bottom plane. Now let's go under create and let's draw a circle. So center diameter circle, and the first point goes here in the middle. And now I will escape the tool and use a sketch dimension tool to add a dimension. I will click the circle and I will add a dimension of 94 millimeters. This will be the base of our flower pot. So I have measured my flower pot and it needs to be this diameter. So if you want to create your own, you will need to do your own measurements first. So finish sketch. And now what I need to do is extrude this profile. So under create, let's choose extrude tool. Extrude. And with this profile selected, now I can use this arrow manipulator to draw out the shape. And here in this dialog box, I can type in a value of 88 millimeters. That will be the height of the flower pot. And here you can see that I can use this manipulator here. So if I drag it, I can create some kind of angle. And let's create a little angle of 3 degrees out. So this way the flower pot will have a little bit an angled wall here, and it will be more interesting than just a plain cylinder. So click OK. Now what we need to do is create a shell. So we will need to empty this space out. We can do that by going under modify and using the shell tool. So click shell, and for the shell tool we need to specify the faces that will be shelled. So I will click the top face here and enter a value of 4. So 4 millimeters will be the wall thickness. And if I drag out this arrow, you can see that I can increase the thickness or decrease it. But let's stay for 4 millimeters. Okay. As you can see, that the flower pot is nearly finished. But let's take a look at the original model. So here we can see that we still need to create this base feature, and also we need to add some kind of rounded corners here, so it wouldn't be as sharp. Let's start with the base feature. So I will turn the pot upside down and I will create a sketch on the bottom here. So create sketch. And let's do 2 circles. One and the other one will be a little bit bigger. So the distance between these 2 circles will be the thickness of the base feature. Let's add a dimension here. So sketch dimension between this and this circle. The dimension will be 14 millimeters. Click OK. And also we need to add a dimension from the outside circle to the outside of the flower pot. And here I will enter a value of 10 millimeters. And if I change this value, for example 20, you can see that it changes the size of the base feature. Let's stick to 10 millimeters. It was alright. Okay, finish sketch. And now let's extrude the base feature. So create, extrude. I will select this profile and let's drag it out a little bit. Let's say 4 millimeters will be okay. And the operation is set to join. Click OK. And now all that's left to do is round off these sharp edges. So we can do that by using the modify tool called fillet. So under modify, go fillet and select these edges. And I will insert a value of 1.5 millimeters here. Click OK. And let's do the same for the bottom. Modify, fillet. And let's pick these two edges here. Enter a value of 2 millimeters. And also, let's round off the inside corner here as well. Click OK. Maybe also here, the one last final edge. 1.5. Okay. So as you can see, the flower pot is ready and we can do some measurements now. So for example, if you wanted to know the inside diameter of the pot, we can go under inspect and choose the measuring tool. So click measure, and if I select this edge here, and let's search for diameter. So here under diameter I can see it says 95 millimeters. So you have to make sure that this value is big enough for your inside pot to fit. And of course, as this is parametric modeling, we can always go back in time and change some dimensions. So here we have two sketches. If we double click the first one, we can change the base diameter. For example, let's type in a value of 120 and click finish sketch. So you can see that the pot got wider, and we can also do the same for the height. For example, if we double click this first extrusion, we can change the value and make the pot, for example, taller or shorter. Click OK. So you can play around with the dimensions that will fit your needs. When we are happy with the model, we can just export it for printing. So let's go under bodies, find our body and right click, save as mesh. I will export it as STL file and let's click the preview window. Everything looks good, the mesh looks nice. Click OK. Save. Let's import the model into Bambu Studio. So drag it in and I can see that it's already placed on the correct surface here on the bottom. I can click the arrange all objects just to make sure that it's in the center and on the plate here. Okay, so the basic settings. Under filament I have chosen the Bambu PLA basic plastic. That's alright for this project. And also I have chosen the layer height to be 0.24 millimeters. That's the draft profile. That's quite rough. Layer height quite thick, but for this type of object that's good enough. It's there's not many small details that would require finer layer height. So this is okay. And let's go to strength settings. So wall loops. We can have 2 wall loops. That's alright as default. And for the infill, I have chosen gyroid as the infill pattern. And also I have set the infill density to 15%. And also I have enabled supports and the support type is set to normal. Okay, it has sliced the model and let's take a look at the print time. So the total printing time will be around 1 hour and 15 minutes and the infill required for this model will be 86 grams. So if I move the slider here, I can see that I have the infill 15% in the bottom and then it will continue upwards. Everything looks good. Once we're happy with the settings, you can just click print plate and see how the printing starts.